other than my other spec. This spec is basically long blades, and basically what you do on this spec is as follow. I'm going to be demonstrating this over the third round boss of the arena, which is the hardest one of them. I'll time it for the kill. How long does it take me to kill it? And then I'll be showing you the damage output. I've leveled all the way in the game around this part using the normal XP leveling guides all over the YouTube. So let's get on with it, and then I'll be showing you the amount of damage I'm getting. I use a bunch of let's go. I start with this is this is on extreme difficulty as well, so they hit hard. There you go.
Ready to excite.
So what is going on? Let's check everything.
I don't need to remind you how this works.
Basically, this spec, I'm using the following. Everything you get here is for free. Basically, you get it early in the game. I did not progress much in the game, so it's quite simple and easy. This is one of the best gear sets that you're going to be able to find. It's a legendary. It's one of the very first that you're going to be finding. There's a lot of guides on how you find it. It's the Warrior King outfit. The best thing about this outfit specifically is that it has 0 endurance requirements, and it gives you quite well of armor and decent balance. I'm currently at level 41. I've leveled all the way up here in this arena using the group of soldiers at challenge 5, round 2, and the final boss round 3 at challenge 5. The group of soldiers give you around 864 XP points per time, and the boss give you 1,710, 714, something of that sort, XP points. So of course, by this level, definitely going for the boss. So I was looking for a build that is a cookie cutter, as they say, and do it fast. So what is going on? Currently, I'm doing with my physical damage a base of 853 damage, and the armor damage is 34, and the fury generation is 19%, and a stun of 320. Okay, what is behind the gear? The gear is, as we said, the crane mask of the Bird King. This you get with the torso, and there is also a necklace, but the necklace requires like +4 willpower, which is, it's cool. Once I rank up, it's going to give me the following: elemental resistance, magical, and poison resistance at 20%. The logic behind this build is really simple. Kill them fast, you don't get to be touched, so no need to any kind of resistance or whatsoever. Okay, this is the build. The main thing in this build is this: stasis. This is the key of this game. Stasis is the key for any single target. I figured out that this is the only way to do high damage single target in this game, which basically the high boss encounters and the mini boss of that sort. You have 2 or 3 routes after that. Either you go full magic, or you go full melee, or you go full firearms. Firearms are spectacular. Like the damage, I'm gonna go through the numbers shortly, is awesome. All right, with this, the sword, the blades are doing great. I haven't tried the heavy ones, the heavy two-handed heavy weapons, which is basically blunt weapons yet, because this spec, as I mentioned, is basically kind of a hybrid. Everybody normally just pick this section, this W. Everybody just normally go with this, and they add to it the Fury, of course, and whatever. But this is the most important part of the build, and pretty much every build, the stasis for single target, and you really need this because of that. This crystallization, basically, it increased your damage by 50% to immobilized enemies. Next is this. You cast it with less magic. Since you're not a magic user, you really need the mana, so you don't want to waste your mana because it's kind of limited, because you're not using willpower. I'm gonna get to that. Also, it helps with the armor damage, trivial, and this one that give you the time to do the damage, and of course the effect of it itself. Now they're going with the blade, because the blade is one of the early weapons, legendary, you're going to be getting in the game. If you beat the arena at the very beginning, all the challenges, you get this blade, which is this one. I love it, the broadsword of the deceased king. It's a beast. All right, it's doing crazy amount of damage, 517 physical damage, 24 armor damage. It's not that great. That's why I used the Hammer of the Forgotten Gods as my secondary, just to and I had it spec'd with armor damage, so basically it cut through armor pretty fast. And for the ranged, I'm using this one, the Prince Flintlock rifle. This is the highest one I'm using, or my very favorite, because this one is accuracy level 4, and the very favorite that you'd be loving to use is this one. This one is great, the ivory plated dual wielding pistol. You add to it physical damage, and it's a beast as well, although its quality is 75, but it's beating all these other firearms when it comes to damage. Now if we go back to this, right, so you want to go one-handed blades, and you want to take all the tree all the way up to the long blades, and then you want to upgrade the long blades all the way up to Fury. Fury is cool and everything. It's going to give you a lot of damage as well, damage boost. And this is secondary, the dashing, just to I would take this line mainly all the way up here, and I would take the stasis all the way up here first. These would be my priority, this line up to the long blades, and this line to the end of the stasis. Now this one, this is a good damn spec to go for. I was using it on my magic spec, which is the firearms. You go firearms, you go all the way up till this point. Now adding these is good for the blade, right? Because these just add extra kind of damage, like elemental, magic, stasis, and so on. And this one is an extra as well, the bomb. You get it, it's good for groups, and it's good to cut down armor pretty fast. Now over here, I'm not using two-handers, but they apparently do tend to have high damage, but I'm waiting for a legendary or something that's really good to use. This is basically the spec. I spent 49 points. I'm at level 41 because I've been questing a bit, and throughout the map you can find skill points that you can gather pretty much like The Witcher. Now, how does this spec work? It's really straightforward. You immobilize your target and you make sure that you have all your buffs on. That means all your potions. For me, I currently use the following. If we go here, I'm using, oh god, sorry. Let's see. The first opener, I start with this one. Where'd it go? Power option, the greater power, this one. All right. And I start with power, then I start with fury, then I pop fury to get my fury meter up, and then I pop a bomb, I throw it at the boss, it drops his armor like half, and then I pop fury again just to make sure that I have enough fury, then I start attacking. I also add some swiftness, which is this one, okay? I also add this one to the combo. Chain speed, attack speed, effect duration, perfect for melee. And power thing is adding stun and effect duration. Not bad, you keep stunning him, like it's CC basically. You lock CC him in spot and you keep kicking his butt. Now, what else can we be using here? That's it. And then, for techniques, sometimes I use stasis coating, which is quite good for 6 attacks. And firearms, if you're going to be using firearms. There's this way and there's that way. Stasis, fury, and a bomb. And these are normal actions. Now, how does it work? You just, as I mentioned, we're gonna go down, we're gonna pop this, and that, then that, then that. We're gonna find everything now in a moment. Here you go. Half his armor. Now let's talk about damage output. When I have this beast under my full control, I'm doing nearly 3k damage, like this one. Wait, here we go. Alright, here we go. You just need to stop attacking me, you know? There you go. 2.9. 2,931 damage points on that thing, alright? And the normal attacks do 800 something.
Ready to excite the crowd.
Alright. And I leveled to 42. Happy days. Now let's give it one more shot.
I don't need to remind you how this
It didn't take much time either. It's quite quick, quite fast. So again, you start by power. You generate your power up. You add this one, that one, power. I always do that. Boom. 1.9 plus 101 on armor. Like I'm eating him basically. Look at that. 2k damage. Barely touching me. Now I want some rage or whatever you want to call it. Get down. Easy 1,700 XP point, which is one of the highest, by the way, in the game. if not the highest so far I've met. Now, another tactic, which is the gun tactic for single target. It's quite amazing as well. And it's easy. All you need for this one is stasis and a strong ass gun. So let's check. You give him a status, a shot. Status, shot. Status, shot. Drop your bomb in between. Status, shot. Status, shot. It's a little bit slower, but convenient. I'm doing nearly 2k for this, baby. Need a potion magic. Lost with magic, so I'll just take this button all the way. Here we go.
Ready to excite the crowd.
And that's how you use the range attacks. So this is a hybrid ranged single target, great, and melee single target, outstanding damage. Once you have all your buffs up, you can hit 2.9k damage single target, crazy. Now, how about group attacks? Right. For group attacks, this group is one of the fastest group in the game. The best thing to do is pop your rage, followed by a bomb, and eat them up. 1.6k per hit to 1k. There you go. Done. A group of people terminated. Do one more time.
I don't need to remind you how this works.
Pop my potions. Giving me infinity. 1.6k per hit. There you go. Done. And this group give you 864 XP points versus that group, which the final boss, which give you 1.7k XP points. Renew my potion. Alright. Dropping my bomb. There's some kind of lag in my controller. Sorry. Wow. Didn't register. It's really important that you hit him while he's under the immobilization effect. It's a good idea to get the casters out of the way because they keep taking your kill, but here we go. 2.9. Not bad, right? Now for the finals, attributes or skill points. The attributes I'm using in that case, I'm going full agility. This is because the blade requires 5 agility, the legendary one. I'm also going 4 points in strength and 1 only point in endurance, just to add some life, because I really don't need armor. So I'm using the King's armor, and for accuracy I'm going to 4 accuracy. This is how I'm wielding this kick-ass gun. I'm not using any kind of magic, barely using it, so finessing this build will be basically adding more willpower, just to rank 4, so far to be able to wield this great legendary necklace, and also to have a big mana pool, so for a lot of stasis. Now about this one, once I may be able to get full points and everything, and getting the magic up back on, I can definitely play the two styles. I do love the magic spec on this one, which is the Divine Magic Ring. When you play this, the best thing to do is pick all the line for the Divine Magic Ring. Make sure you open up this one, Shadow Burst. This is an amazing AoE damager once you finish it all the way up here. This is a beast. This, I've been playing magic caster wise all the way up to level 39 doing this exact stuff. By the way, I was relying on firearms and stasis, and for single target, and for groups I was relying on this Shadow Burst, hands down. And this is great to CC a lot of people and then follow it with this, which is the Shadow Burst. So you start with a storm and then you follow with a burst. Damn, this is crazy. While stasis is all the way up here, you're gonna have all these guys taking 50% more damage from your attacks. 50% more damage. So my normal damage with the burst was around 1000 points. It went all the way to 1.5k with this, with the storm upgraded. I did not open up or unlock the Shield of Enlightenment or the magic healing. Didn't feel the use for them. I tried the traps, didn't like them. The bomb is nice, as I said, but really the best is this single target, and that one along. Definitely this is the key. Stasis is the key over here. As for your talents, Vigor is your top priority, and for your enchantment, choose one. For your enchantment on the chest, go for Vigor, and this means that you will, if you have 2 points in Vigor, you have the 3 points in Vigor with the chest enchantment. I would highly recommend putting 3 into Intuition, because there is no enchantment or any gear that I've came across so far that you can get full Intuition, which is pretty helpful. And for lockpicking, it's pretty useful as well. Ignore the recommendation of the game, honestly. Completely ignore it. 2 lockpicking is great, and having an armor set extra in your bags that will give you the 3rd point so that you unlock everything in your way. Same apply for charisma with a cape, or a yeah, it's a cape. So basically 2 points in charisma will give you, and a cape will give you the 3 points. Science pretty much the same. 1 point, I didn't need much science, so 1 point just to destroy walls, and the 2nd point that you can get from extra set of chest piece that do have science on them. Blacksmithy, didn't need it whatsoever. Whenever I need to do something, I just go to the blacksmith in any town, and that's about it. This is the spec, and these are the weapons, these are the gear. Drop me a like, subscribe and like, and if you like this video, and hopefully I'll be able to do some more. Signing out.